So we need to avoid the coral, the rocks, and go straight through the middle and not break the boat. That was actually kind of underwhelming. Never mind!
And down here, what's Avalon doing? Ah! This is romantic. Where's the cheese and the wine? They don't go on so easy.
No.
Or maybe I'm Mas Grande. We as a family have had a life that is, well, full. For the last 8.5 years, we have done the unimaginable, creating a family culture that is truly our own, as we have stepped in and out of cultures which has made us better people as a result. But since we started Live Aboard Life almost 3 years ago, what we have seen, done, and experienced has been virtually 100% about the boat.
The toilet!
Now we have
Which, although great, our goal in friendship was to navigate to places and cultures which can only be done so by sea. Is this your favorite part of boat life, Largo? Yeah! Let me see that. Now that we have landed in the San Blas Islands, I think we are definitely going to get our fill of the culture we have been starving for. Join us as we get up close and personal with the Kuna tribes of the San Blas Islands. Thank you so much to our patrons whose support make these episodes possible.
We are now leaving this paradise of an anchorage right here, Isla Pinos in San Blas. In the lower San Blas, in case you're wondering, we're going from south to north, and there's not many boats here. Well, because number one, there's not a lot of charter boats here. So this whole area of the San Blas Islands is very, very untouched, and it makes you feel like this is like your own personal playground. We were only here for 2 nights. 2 nights. 31st, 2 nights, and we're sad to see this place go bye-bye. But we have a plan that we have to drop off Avalon in 2 weeks over in Panama City. So unfortunately, this place, which we'd love to spend a month at, we can't. We actually paid for a month. When you go to these islands, each island is run by its local chief, and you have to pay a cruising permit, essentially like $10 to be here, and it's good for a month. So we're leaving 28 days on the table. All right. Anyway, we got to get out of here.
So much to my dismay, we are leaving what is an island paradise because apparently we have places to be, and we are going to probably another island paradise. That is what I've been told, but who knows? I don't think it could be better than this one. Nothing could be better than this one.
They're all island paradises.
Nah, nothing could be better than this one. But anyway, we have to get through that area right there, and that is an issue because as you can see, there are waves way out there, which means there are rocks way out there. So we need to avoid the coral, the rocks, and go straight through the middle and not break the boat, which is going to be difficult. So here, Captain Will, what do you think of this?
I've got some raster charts on the CIQ app, which are not the Navionics charts. So I've been told that around here Navionics isn't that great, so we're using these Eric Bauhaus charts, which are supposed to be much better. So as long as I stay within the 3 meter zone on the way out, we'll be okay. But there's some breaking waves there we have to really avoid. So
yeah,
we just have to be super careful. That's why you and Largo up front, making sure that we don't hit anything. If you choose to accept that challenge.
Here we go. Waves. No waves. More waves. We need to go in between the waves or perish. Go as far as you can, do the Titanic thing. Can you see the ground? I cannot see the ground. That is good. We don't want to see the ground. I think it's just particles in the water.
Ooh, look, the town.
Ooh, look, the town. The waves are wavy. Laura, have anything to say about the waves?
They're very wave-like. The wavelength is very wave enthusiastic.
Wave enthusiastic.
Yes.
That's interesting. I haven't heard waves as described as wave enthusiastic before.
No, but it is very odd. There are waves that start here, stop in the middle.
Yeah. There's like white caps right over there, and you can see that there's coral down, or like rocks down over there. Oh, big wave! Such a wave! Whoa! That was actually kind of underwhelming. Never mind! Mom!
Yes.
Thoughts on big waves?
What?
Thoughts on big waves?
I hate them.
Mom hates big waves. Oh, that was fun. I love big waves. Does Mom have a terrible look on her face?
Big
She does.
wave.
She's very unhappy right now. There are no rocks. There is just green.
So it's been a rough ride today, guys. We've been taking it on the side for the last, I'd say, 2 hours. And what made her quote unquote want to sell the boat on the last vlog, I don't think it's changing too much. Except for you're smiling a little bit more now.
Yeah, it's taking it from the side and just feeling like you're in a fog. It just really, really, really sucks. But I guess you take the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the reality with sailing is the highs are really high and the lows are really low. And clearly it could be a lot worse. We could be in bad weather, we could be freezing. There's so many, we could have problems happening on the boat. Obviously there's far worse things that could happen. And I could sit here and I can pretend, it's great, but taking it from the side, it really is the pits, guys. It really is.
But not only to make matters worse, not only are we taking it from the side, we also have head to wind, which is like normally if you're taking waves from the side, that means that the wind's coming from the side, you could sail. No, we got the wind basically right in front of us, and it's coming at like 15 knots, so we're motoring the entire way. We only have about an hour left until we get there, and I'm ready to be, I don't know. Everyone always talked about the San Blas, how they're amazing. Yes, they're amazing. As long as you're not going between the islands. And we got an hour left. So let's just get through this.
It's beautiful. You guys, remember when we were sailing? We first took our sailing lessons, oh my gosh, two years ago, this month we took our sailing lesson. Fully clothed, 55 layers, frozen snots, like the whole shebang.
Now it needs to go up to the top of the mast.
Up, Longo, up! I'll go do it. So this is actually what I was really looking forward to. We're like just in tank tops and our life jackets, and
We are at Tropical Paradise number 2.
Yeah. Even better looking than the previous.
Impossible.
welcome to our secluded anchorage. I'm calling this island SV Friendship. It's called Mummy something, Mummy Tutu or something like that. We'll ask Bo when we get in there. It's back there, and I can't really see if I'm pointing to it because the sun is so bright, but since we've been in this anchorage, which is a little over a day now, we have not left the boat, but today we're gonna hop in the dinghy and go over and see the village. We keep saying, we're gonna come over. Finally, we're going over. And since we've been here, there has not been one other boat, just a couple of canoes from the village, and that's it. So it really feels like we're just in the middle of nowhere. And if you would have asked me this 6 months ago, if we would ever get to this, I was starting to lose hope that we'd actually be in a place like this at any point in our life, because this is what we set out to do, but it has taken so long to get to this point. And now for the next, hopefully 2 months, maybe 3 months, we're just gonna be hopping between these islands that have little villages on them and not much else. I hear this one has a grocery store, so maybe we can get some fruits and veggies. Before we go, I think we should go see what the rest of the family is up to. It's a day in the life of reality on SV Friendship today, so. And as you can see, it's terribly exciting here. What are you doing?
I'm doing some accounting work. It's that time of the year, and I have some former friends, well, current friends, but former people I worked with, and they said we need help with accounting stuff. So I'm being that dutiful CPA that everyone sort of seems to hate this time of year, but sort of seems to love because I get everyone out of trouble, which is a good thing.
And Will loves doing accounting work, right, honey?
I'd rather be doing boat work, to be honest with you.
But you're doing the accounting work because the boat
needs work, and therefore I'm doing the accounting work to pay for the boat work that needs to get done.
All right, a quick pan to Largo. Largo is a bit
catching up on biology.
And I think Largo has decided he's going to be a biologist, right? You love biology so much.
Definitely. Amazing.
And what I'm doing is I actually just hit launch on our first CAMINO group trip, guys. Something Will and I have been wanting to do for so long, and we really couldn't figure out logistically how to do it, and we just decided let's just hike the last 100K with 15 people. So registration as of taping at this moment is open. The CAMINO is a hike, well, Camino Frances, which is a hike we did for 44 days across northern Spain. And we it's some of our best work, to be honest, our vlogs that we felt the most connected to. And people are constantly saying, why don't you do a group trip? Why don't you do a group trip there? So finally we decided we're gonna do a group trip. We're gonna hike 5 of the 7 days with you guys. We're gonna celebrate in the evenings and before and after and have all this magical connection while hiking. We have filled 4 spots already in a matter of an hour, but maybe when this vlog goes live, we are a bit behind, so I don't know, maybe the trip will be done by then. There might be some more spots left. We'll put a link down on the description below. And down here, what's Avalon doing? Ah!
I am drowning my sorrows in semi-lukewarm iced tea and this French candy because I am in pain right now.
Yes, and what happened to your face? You're having a face mask day.
I'm just taking it easy.
Oh, there's where all of our flip-flops are. Is that where we store them now?
Well, we don't need them unless we're getting off the boat. And so it kind of makes sense. Floating away.
So tell me how you're feeling well right now.
We're frustrated.
Oh, that's very calm to what you were saying a minute ago.
Our dinghy engine, which we had serviced in Cartagena, now it's chosen to be unserviced. It only turns on when the choke is on, and it only turns on then for the brief second, and then it turns itself off. So I'm not letting that get in my way of actually having fun and checking out the island. So we're just gonna paddle in.
This is romantic. Where's the cheese and the wine?
We're fine.
Look, here come some locals. They feel bad for us. They're like,
Are they coming?
Oh my gosh, this little guy back here is 11 years old and he's beating you well. I'm not shaming you.
That's all right.
I'm not dinghy shaming you. Look at them go. Oh my gosh.
Look at them go.
And they're moving. Wow, look at them. Wow. I just said to Will, did they ever fall over? And they just fell over. Oh gosh.
Necesita ayuda. Sí.
¿Es típico or no? So while the canoe was tipped over, we let the younger boy in our dinghy to rest while the older one figured out the water situation on board.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Zaire.
Said? Said? Jessica. William.
¿Él es su hermano o su amigo? ¿Amigo o hermano? Hermano, that's his brother.
His brother. ¿Cuántos años?
Oh. 17. Sí, 17.
17, yeah.
Look at him, he's just like kicking all the water out.
I think his brother got the hard job. It's okay, all good.
Wow.
Wow, muy bien. He's a good big brother.
Gracias.
See? There's no helicopter parenting here. These kids are out here. They can obviously swim very well, figure out how to get, back in the boat. But he was very responsibly. So I haven't really done any research about what the local language is. The brother can understand more Spanish than a younger one can. So I'm assuming, obviously, it's Spanish, but some sort of other dialect. The islands, maybe each village has their own dialect. I don't know. I've got to Google it, guys. I'm just so happy to be off the boat with my handsome paddler. So right here, Will can actually touch the ground with the oar, and we're still pretty far.
That's why we're anchored way the heck over there.
Exactly. And you can see the
break.
The break over here from there. You can see that obviously it's lower depth there. So those of you who are going, why isn't Jessica paddling? What a lazy little lady she is. I have a lot of neck problems, and when I do that motion, it really can pinch my neck for days, even weeks at a time. And the same thing happens when I do the motion of cleaning the boat. And I know it sounds like an excuse, but it's not. I really love to clean the outside of the boat with the brush. It gives me great satisfaction. But every single time I do it, my neck starts hurting after. So, and I do have a scar here to prove that I have had spine surgery before, so I'm not faking it, but there's no more they can do for me. So Will has so kindly taken this upon himself, and I will reward him by finding him bananas. still got it, babe. Look at this, right up to the palm trees. Someone's gonna come out with a pina colada now.
You think so?
I think so.
I'll take one.
I would too.
How far do you want to bring it up?
So we're at the beach, and the welcoming committee here is here with their molas, which is the traditional handmade crafts made by the women here at the Kunas, and they're absolutely gorgeous.
The traditional molas are all handmade and take days to complete. They are normally in the rectangle format, but can creatively be morphed into other items like these shirts, which are gorgeous.
Oh my, it's a shirt.
Oh my shirt?
It's a shirt.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. This one's orange. Well, can you ask if it's okay if I try it on?
¿Lo puede probar?
Okay.
Sí, go ahead.
How much are they?
Well,
I don't know if I can fit this on me. That's why I don't want to buy it if it doesn't fit me. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it'll fit me. I don't want to hold that. I don't want to force it. Does it fit me? Can you pull it down?
she's gonna pull it down for you.
Yeah. I think I need mascande. Mascande. It's too tight. Okay, mascande. Help me get it off. Well, yeah, I need bigger. They tried their best to be accommodating and to give us all the options they had available. There is one thing for sure. I was definitely walking away with a few items here. They don't go on so easy.
No.
Or maybe I'm mascande. I want to buy it, but it's uncomfortably tight. Like
Look, there
really
you go.
uncomfortably tight. Okay. Ah, okay. They don't get a ton of visitors on the island, so our visit was met with others encouraging us to spend.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
Jemerson.
Jemerson.
¿Y usted?
Mucho gusto. William.
William.
Sí.
Oh my
What are you
gosh.
doing? Fine?
We're very fine.
Very
Thank
fine,
you.
yeah.
Yes.
Did she make these or someone else, her friend or? Like,
¿Quién lo hace? ¿Ustedes?
Sí.
Sí, they do it.
okay. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these, but the shirt's too tight. It's just I love it. It's
Well, don't
beautiful.
sweat
but
in it.
It's too uncomfortable. All right, how much do they charge for these? Well,
¿Cuántos son?
35.
It says 35.
35. Okay. Okay, I gotta get the shirt off because I'm getting hot. Okay. We were eventually led to where the stash of molars were, and then we were able to make decisions. We were not going to buy the first one we saw, and they had a ton to choose from. I think I'm gonna settle on the pink or the red. I'm not sure. It's just like this one I think is the one I'm drawn to.
You seem to always go to the pink, don't you?
Well, I like the red too, but I'm not thinking of just me. I'm thinking of gifts too, so I'm having a hard time. Like I could see this framed on a wall. Like it's just so beautiful.
So you saying that some more friends and family, they may be getting this for Christmas?
Yeah, if you don't get one, you're not that special. I'm just kidding. I don't know. We have a couple patrons that we'll probably get these for. We have some patrons that get gifts from us every month. I think this one actually would be really. How much money did you bring with you?
I mean, we have enough.
Can I get two or no?
You can get two.
Okay, I can get two. Oh, that's a nice. Oh, that's another shirt. Yeah, I'm too big for that. That's beautiful though. Oh my gosh! Look at that, Will. This one has faces on it. Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay. With the purchases complete, we were then led to the village where we were able to see how the local Kuna tribe lives.
Hola. Hola.
The Kunas are given autonomous control of the islands from Panama, which means that they are able to self-govern and ensure that their culture is kept alive away from the hustle and bustle of a country on the rise.
Hola.
It seems to be like the way that people get their electricity here is all through solar power. And you'll see all the houses here with at least one panel, some may have two, and they're not massive panels, they're maybe like 150 watts, maybe 200 watt panels, and I assume they all have batteries for the evening times. But it is, I think they're 100% self-reliant. There's no sustenance from the mainland. I've heard that this island is one of the few ones that has water piped in from the mainland, so they may have more drinking water than others. But this is it. This is rural Kuna living. It's kind of.
It's really cool.
It's kind of
I've been waiting a long time to be in a rich culture like this. Unfortunately, it's hard to communicate with them because it's not Spanish, but we can communicate a little bit. But the men are very friendly. The women are quite shy, so we're trying to respect their privacy and not be too intrusive with our cameras and our, hey, how are you?
Exactly. Walking through here, the locals are 100% isolated, even though we are basically like less than a mile from the mainland of Panama. We're not exactly in the hustle bustle of like Colón or Panama City, so even though we're right next to the mainland Panama, there's a grocery store right there, this is still like super rustic and super rural. But it's awesome to see everyone in their traditional dress. It really is amazing.
I think this is a grocery store.
Alright.
Yeah.
¿Podemos comprar algo aquí? Sí. Gracias.
Hola.
They did not have any fresh produce for sale, so instead we picked up a couple of packages of ramen and we headed back to the dinghy, but not before we were able to see one more item of Kuna culture up close.
All the Kuna boats, all dug out of logs, and this is their fishing gear right over here. They just cast out and they throw it out into the water. It looks like they really take good care of their canoes because they're all raised above the ground on logs so that they can stay nice and preserved. It's self-sustaining life. And unfortunately, we've seen a lot of this over here, which is trash everywhere you go. And not all the trash belongs to the people here.
No,
a lot of it's washed on.
Washed up, most of it, I would say. Plastic, guys, bad. It's all plastic here. It's really sad.
Jessica and I were talking earlier whether we thought that we could actually live here if we ever just said, to heck with it, we're done with it.
I could. I could
for a little while.
I could do without all of the stuff of life, like the shopping malls and all. We've done without that for a while, but I would be fine not even being around it. I think the thing that would get me is that I'm not really able to communicate with the people, and I love people, so that might be a little challenging, but I honestly could stay here for 4 months.
We would bring Starlink with us and we'd open up the island to the internet age.
I don't think they'd want that. They live here for that reason. I think they don't want that. What do you think?
You may be right.
I don't think we'd be welcome with that Starlink.
I think the kids would love it. This whole area here is like 100% all sand packed, so it's like a bunch of muddy bottoms.
All right, we have survived. No coral will kill us today. Haha, goodbye, beautiful island.
Will seems to be a walking advertisement for the Hero Roundtable. You guys, that was the conference that Avalon spoke at, and it focuses on heroism. Just meeting the Kuna people, I think, is really something amazing, and so I tolerate this, but wow, it's yeah. Hey, do you guys like my braid?